Venice, which is about 8 miles away from MBY. I bike here every morning and night. It takes me about 40-45 minutes. I leave like 6:30, 6:40 and able to get here about 5 minutes before davening so I can put on my tefillin and be ready and chill, because if there's no one else davening, I normally daven brachos and Pesukei Zimra.
Usually I arrive in the morning with my carpool from the valley. I always run, I try to get to the building as quick as possible. I don't schmooze with other friends, I just go straight because I feel like it's really important that we start brachos at 7:30.
So at around 8:15 after we finish shacharis, we have about a 30-minute learning seder to learn whatever we would like. So right after learning seder, I go to reward myself with some gourmet eggs from my shiros. It's very delicious and good.
I make the eggs for the school. I put on sriracha and garlic salt, and then I whisk it, and then I put it on the griddle.
The brand new breakfast room is really nice. It's a lot bigger than it was last year. There's an actual kitchen, so you're not just all crowded and like killing each other just to get like a cream cheese or a bagel or something like that. I make waffles in the morning and I sell them, and I hope they taste good.
Right after breakfast until lunch, we're learning straight, besides for a little break. But each kid knows that that's what you have to do when you get to high school. And we're able to learn, and it's intense, but we're still able to do it. Rabbi Klein makes the Ian Shir very exciting. He makes it funny, and he makes all the Talmidim interested by keeping them engaged.
I think Rabbi Klein is a fantastic Rebbe, and the way Rabbi Klein teaches is with clarity. And even though Shir is always supposed to be a serious time, and it is, Rabbi Klein sometimes makes it really enjoyable and makes us laugh.
So I like that we go very deep in the Gemara and we don't go too fast. We learn a lot of Mefarshim. The Rebbe, our goal allows us to like call out, ask whatever we want. It's more of like learning.
My goals, energy, and passion is like very contagious, and it makes us all want to learn and get the right answer, get the pshat and taisus.
Rabbi Roseman gives a very challenging Ian Shir. Everyone can keep up very well. He's funny, he keeps us entertained, keeps us engaged in the shir. Everyone can keep up, but on Thursday nights he'll give us an extra, very challenging extra shir.
Rabbi Roseman, he's very energetic. When I'm in the Gemara class, I just want to learn more.
My Rebbe is Rabbi Yehuda Tendler, and his shir is very wonderful, and it really trains our minds to think. First, we begin with about 45 minutes of Shmiras Haloshin, or Chazaras Paquius. Then we go into the Beis Medrash and we learn the Ma'ir Mekomos for the day. Then we go B'chavrusa. Then we go into shir and listen to our Rebbe put together all those Ma'ir Mekomos into a beautiful shir.
David immediately hits you with some very heavy Mesilas Yesharim. It's not just a skimming of Ramchal's text. He's medayik in the Lashon Ramchal, and he shows you all the different meanings that Ramchal has. Almost similar to his Ian shir.
His Gemara shir be'in is amazing. After 2 hours of Hachana b'Chavrusa, we go through the Gemara and the Mefarshim, and then we go into shir, and Reb David, he takes the Gemara we learned and he connects it all together through one mahalach.
You have a few questions here and you have kashas, and then you go to shir and Reb David smashes it completely. And then slowly through the shir he builds it into a beautiful new piece of art, which is far more dimensional and beautiful than it was before.
The
Paquius system that MBY has is really the ideal design of a Paquius program. The Talmidim go from 9th grade having the Rebbe teach them the Gemara to 11th and 12th grade second Seder, where taking the skills gathered or acquired in the previous 2 years, they're now able to learn the Gemara on their own. And twice a year, the entire yeshiva devotes the whole day to just learning the Paquius Masechta, learning it, chazering it, and really knowing it.
Every year, we have different rebbeim who have very different styles, different ways to giving shir, very different personalities. And by the time you leave, hopefully you now have the sense of having all those different shiurim under your belt and to be able to now be ready for other yeshivas you might go to for Beis Medrash.
MBY is unique in the respect that it's a hybrid of strong secular studies and very strong Limmud Kodesh.
My passion is science, and I really like science. And I've always looked forward to learning chemistry because it's all the chemicals, you get to do experiments, and I really like Ms. Kramer's class. Even though we don't get to blow things up, it's still very fun and exciting.
Ms. Kramer, she teaches chemistry here, and she makes it very exciting. Just about once a week we'll have a lab, and she has no shortage of labs. She makes it very exciting, and everyone's always looking forward to Thursdays.
I really like Mr. Shapiro because when he delivers his class and his lecture, you really get an image of what's going on in the history. He transports me to the time. I'm in the 1800s, in the Civil War. When I'm in the class, I just feel like I'm there.
One of my favorite subjects is world history. It's very nice to see how the world was that we're living in now and how it changed over the course of time.
This year with Mr. Bernstein, we are reading The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. You wouldn't think by just reading it without thinking. You would think it's just a story, but he really teaches us the depth of what to think about when people are writing and what the messages are really trying to convey.
Thanks to Mr. Bernstein, I've taken huge strides in writing essays, and I can honestly say that I'm miles ahead of where I was when I first started in MBY.
Mr. Grimes' personality is unreal. It's lively, it's fun, it's funny. Every time I come to class, I'm not just learning, I'm having a good time and really enjoying math.
One thing that I've always been impressed with in MBY in the math department is that I'm in 12th grade and I'm still remembering the geometry that Mr. Grimes taught me in 9th grade. Ms. Valencia is able to move at a fast enough pace that we definitely cover all the material, and not only that, but we remember it year after year.
MBY, it's not all just learning. There's also physical activities, so to maintain your body, not just your mind. And it's a lot of fun and it's a good workout. So during PE, you usually start off running, and then there's maybe a cardio exercise, and it's kind of like you can do whatever workout you want, and if you need help, coach will help you out and give you different diets and stuff like that. Billy Robinson is the coach, and I would describe him as a big, fun-loving man who's kind. He's just an awesome guy to be around, really helpful, and gets your workout much, much better. And he's also crazy ripped.
So in MBY, you can feel it even when the boys Fahar, you can see, they feel that everyone's friends. It's very much achdus. It's very friends, and everyone plays together, and it's a very nice environment.
So MBY is different than I expected because you know everyone in all 4 grades. You talk to everyone. The seniors talk to the freshmen, and everyone's close.
The sense of achdus in MBY is very, very strong. We all know each other, and we're all there for each other, and we're always all together.
Between this year and last year, I'm being challenged more. I'm overcoming this challenge, pushing myself to the limits in all the English studies and Hebrew studies. I feel more accomplished. I feel when I go home after night seder, I feel like I actually accomplish something every day and I want to come back here. On Thursdays, we have Mishmar after a long day of school, and Ma'ariv after night seder. The stark Bachurim who really want to learn, they stay an extra hour of learning till 9:30. Then we have Chalent, one of the Rebbeim speak. There's Chalent and soda, and it's a very good matzah.
Learning is not 6 days a week, it's kol yom, every single day. Even though there's no one telling us to go learn on Shabbos, Yeshivas has a tremendous hashpah on us that we get together every Shabbos and learn.
The Yeshiva and the Rebbetzin are amazing. They're very, very warm, always welcoming, inviting us for a meal. Yeshiva is always walking around, being involved with the Bachurim. If you ever need anything, you could go come over to Yeshiva, ask him something, tell him how your day is, tell him what happened. He's always around to speak to the boys.
On Shabbos afternoon, the whole yeshiva comes to the Rosh Yeshiva's house for Shal Shudis. Besides for the food being the best in town, it's really the Zmiros, the Divrei Torah, and just the Ruach in general that really inspires me to move on and go for another week in growth in Yiras Hashem.
כשאדם לא מתוירו אוי שעושה מצוו אהי בשמחו מכל כך שמחו כשאדם לא מתוירו אוי שעושה מצוו אהי בשמחו מכל כך שמחו